Hey Ravens, welcome back to another how-to video. This is going to be about how to successfully write a resume or how to write a successful resume using Microsoft Word and Word Online. Um, Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of different how-to videos on there, especially with Schoology and how to submit assignments and all that good stuff. If you have any requests, please let me know. I'm more than happy to make any videos that y'all need support with. But yeah, let's talk about resumes. I know for senior capstone is a big component of your senior capstone project. So let's get into it. So first, I want to start off with the top 10 tips from Indeed.com for resume writing. The first tip is to look for keywords in your posting. So um, as you're looking to start a resume for a job, the first thing to do is to look at that job posting and see what they're looking for. Um, if if you're looking for that, when you look at that job, they may have specific skills listed, and you can cater in your summary of your resume to those keywords, those skills that they're looking for with applicants and everything. The second thing is please review your examples for of resumes within your industry. So with that saying, I know a lot of us a resume for a law firm may look different from a resume for an architecture firm or a resume from a construction company. Uh, Different type of industries. I know education is a very specific resume, so several different industries have different resume types, and that plays along with another tip for number 10 down there. The next tip is to use a professional font. So I usually use Times New Roman as like the basic one that you can use. Calibri is really good, and keep it around a font size of 10 to 12. The key thing that you want to think about for your font is you want to make it very easy to read. Um, and you want to make it easy to read in the sense that it's not too small or not too big for the reviewer to understand your concept. You don't want to put a strain on them, especially if they're going through several different resumes. If they can't read it, they're probably going to just move on to the past. I know I've done it in the past before. If I can't look at a resume, if I can't make sense of it, I'm going to pass on it. Number four, only include the most relevant information and put the most important information first. As far as for graduating seniors from the high school, your relevant information is going to be your education, what skills you have. The summary will be at the very top, like why do you think you're the best candidate for that position, or what summarizes your skills. And um, as you go through, your education will be your education will move down as you start putting up your resume, but that most relevant information has to go up the top. Number five is using active language. Use words such as achieved, earned, completed, or accomplished. You may want to look at your resume if you are running out of space. And remember, your resume has to stay at a 1 page limit. You don't want to make it into 2 pages. Well, 1 page is the max. Shorten your sentences. So instead of saying I have done this or da 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 da, just say I've led this team, or I've completed this task, or I'm competent in this skill. So keep that information. Use your language like very precisely, and keep that information short and brief. Number six, call attention to important achievements. So what achievements have you, what awards or achievements have you claimed during your time, either in high school or college, or within your work uh, life? So any awards that you've been given from whether you're working at a restaurant, if you got Employee of the Month, or if you got Most Helpful, most likely to succeed, put that on your resume. And then as you start your professional career or college career, you'll get more achievements and you can start putting those in. For number seven, only include subheadings and sections that you need. Right now, your main thing that you're going to need is your summary, your contact information, your educational background, job experience. I would say probably some skills that you have. And we'll talk about that in a second too. So those are like your main section that you should need, and then check with your senior capstone teacher on what your relevant skills are. Number 8, choose the appropriate margins. Keep it around like 1 inch to do no more than 1.5 inches around the entire document. That way, you don't run the chance of anything being taken off or cut off during printing, but also you don't run the chance of um, you don't run the chance of, again, your information looking wonky and getting out of formatting issues. Proofread and edit. Please make sure that you spell check. Have somebody go through and proofread your resume. Read it out loud. If it doesn't make sense, change it. Um, I can't tell you how many times I've looked at resumes and I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. Pay close attention to there. So the difference between THER, and THEY''RE, and then it and its, or the two its with an apostrophe, one without apostrophe, and then TO, TWO, and TOO. Those are like the smallest ways that employers will look, or resume reviewers will look, and just cancel out your resume or not even look at it if they see too many errors on there. If you feel like it's good, pass it on to somebody else and have them proofread it. And number 10, this kind of goes with the review for examples. Decide on if you need a unique resume for different jobs. Like I said earlier, different industries require a different format of resumes. But we're going to look at just a basic resume layout. So let's get into that real quick. The first thing that I'm going to look at is just a resume on Microsoft Word. I like using Microsoft Word on the desktop a little bit better because it has a lot more features. So what you do first is on this home screen, when you open up Microsoft Word on your desktop, you're going to click on more templates, and you can search templates, and it's even down here for resumes. So we can just type in resumes and search. And I don't like these fancy ones with all these pictures and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't. If you're going for, like, I think social media directors, they want to have your picture on there and stuff. But just click one of these basic ones up here. So we'll do a modern chronological, and then once you've got it, you'll just click create. And this is a very basic information one. Okay. So all you have to do first is you're going to click on each part and you're going to start typing in your information. Clifton. And then this is going to be your street address. And then your phone. Whatever your phone number is. Again, do this. Make sure that you go through, especially with phones. I know I don't answer phone calls that I don't or numbers that I don't know, so I require them to leave an email. Make sure that or not an email, a voicemail. Make sure that your phone is appropriate. So your phone message, it can't be like, "Yo, man, what up? This your boy Rob." No, you should be like, "Hello, my name is Robert Clifton. Thank you for calling. Please leave a message after the beep." For your email, please make sure your school email or your regular email is appropriate. Please, again, make sure that it is appropriate. I can't tell you how many even just parent emails I look at, and they are just out there. Remember that you're representing yourself, but they're also going to be thinking, if I'm sending out emails from a personal email, I'm still representing my company that I work for. So you'll put your email right here. If you want to add in your social media, you can, but trust me, I know one of the things I did as a hire is I went to Google and Facebook and Instagram. I searched up the person's name real quick to see if they would have a good positive image for the company. So please start thinking about now, especially with y'all going into looking at colleges and careers, your Facebook, your Instagram, Snapchat, all that stuff is cleaned up. All right. Remember, some of us are 18. We should be putting some of the stuff on Snapchat and Instagram. Instagram, like we should. All right. So this right here is where you're gonna actually, and they actually even walk you through, like, to replace this text, you just click on it and start typing. So this is what you're wanting to. This is like your objective, your summary for the career or for the resume. So you state your career objective or summarize, and it makes you stand out. You only use like 3 to 5 sentences to describe this. What I would do, again, this is where you look at the job posting and you're using language from the job description as keywords. For your experience, this is where we're going to put like current jobs that you've worked. You'll also find that if you worked at a company for less than 6 months and then you quit, you don't necessarily have to put that information on there. It'd be nice just to make sure that there's no gaps in your working job, especially as adults. But for younger adults or just getting into the job field, we always understand that we may not feel comfortable where we work at and we need to leave. So again, you put on your dates that you work. So usually it's just month and year. So like this one would say I started working at Cane Ridge in 2021, or sorry, 20. And then if you're still working there, just put present. And then what do you do there? Biology, and I'll put Cane Ridge High School. Describe your responsibility. So what do? I teach biology. I also help out with creating educational videos. And so what is your impact, and using examples of what you do at that job. Then from this one, I would put June of 2018 to June 2020. I was a restaurant manager. And for y'all, it may just be one job that you put in your experience, and that is fine. And then you'll put your description there. For education, what you can do for right now is you are going to, so month you started in August 20, because this is the class of 22. You started in 2018. Or actually, 2018. And then you'll say high school diploma, and then you'll put Cane Ridge High School. You can put your GPA in here, like it says, awards and everything, and feel free to do your coursework. This kind of goes off of when you go to college. If you already have a college that's accepted, all you would have to do, honestly, what I would do is I would copy this. So I'm going to right click, copy, and say if I was going to add in college, I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste that information in. If I wanted to paste in that information, so I can have like my college up here, my high school, and my middle school right there. And if I mess up something, you can just hit the back arrow. So then for skills, this one would be really big on, I know all of us have OSHA certification. So we click right here and we can do OSHA certified competent or comfortable with working with Microsoft Word. And this is where, like, if you're going to think about putting Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, this is where using the active language, instead of spelling out Word, PowerPoint, and everything, you could just go back and say Microsoft Office applications. So that includes Excel, Word, PowerPoint, all that good stuff. Activities. So what activities were you involved in? In this section, you can either type it out, or if you want to, you can click the Home tab and you could add bullet points. So here I was involved in football, student government, dance team, And you can even put your positions that you were: captain, class president. And I know I'm spelling some things wrong. If you find yourself spelling things wrong, go to the review tab and hit spelling and grammar. So here I picked captain, Microsoft, Office applications, and then you'll be done. That spell check is important. Class president, if you were dance team, right here as well. And you can keep on going. Now, if you want to make the list into columns, you can just go back to the home tab. And over here in the layout, I can hit columns and I'll put that information into, oh, we ain't doing that. So we'll hit that back. And this is the only information that I want to put into columns. So we're going to go to layout and I'll pin this real quick. I'm going to put that into 2 columns. So you can see now it has 2 columns. I can put Beta Club and then we'll come down here. And if you find that bullet point not working again, you can just select bullet point. So just play around with it. And again, if it doesn't work out, you can always hit the back arrow and everything. But don't forget to save. When it talks about margins, your margins will be in the layout tab. And your moderate is everything that will fit into your moderate. Is pretty much what I use for everything. Or if you want to be a little bit more technical, use the Office 2003 default if you want to. And we'll let it load, see what it does. It doesn't make a big change. You don't see like a huge change with the margins. All right. Now let's go look at what it will look like when you go to Microsoft Word Online. So let me open up a new window. And we'll go to Clever, log in, and let's look at Microsoft Word. All right. Now with Word Online, it's going to look a little bit different. You can't do everything that you want to do on Microsoft Word. So I looked at more templates, and I'm going to scroll down until I find a resume. So here you go. You got a very minimalistic or a very simplified resume right here. All right, and you could just change out the information, of course. The objective, everything else is still the same. And you can change these if you want to change out your title. These section titles you can as well. Reference is a big thing as well. If you use anybody for references, please let them know that you've used them for references. All right. So again, keep it one page. Keep your resume 1 page long. Follow those 10 tips from Indeed.com and spell check and have somebody proofread before you turn it in or before you give it to your employer. If you have any questions, let me know or let your teacher know for seeing your capstone project. And I look forward to hearing from y'all and good luck in your resume writing.